beginning, right? I do down here, right? Do you all remember in my piece that it was like really black and white in the front and more gray as it went up? It's actually something we call atmospheric perspective. What, right? So as a landscape artist, I use it all the time. Things get more gray and blurry in the distance. Now I want everybody to look at this. Because I'm working wet on wet, my paper was wet. What do you notice about the watercolor?
It's spreading.
Spreading. It's actually called bleeding, but don't worry, it's nothing to worry about. It's an art term when something bleeds. I think it's quite beautiful.
Yeah, like
right?
that little bond, it looks like
it's quite
like
beautiful, right? Okay, so I have medium. I think I'm going to test my dark. At any point, I can do, I can respray. I'm going to put some horizontal lines, short lines, then I'm going to wash my brush, do some more medium. I think my favorite part so far is that edge where the sky meets the earth, how it's getting very soft, like you all saw, right? It looks a little bit like water. I might even do a couple lines in the sky because we know that sometimes clouds are sort of like streaks in the sky, right? All right, that's kind of cool.
It looks like the ocean, and then like at the back, it looks like it's like a coast. Okay, I see a bush.
That's a great question. I just had a really great question. Somebody wondered about splatters.
What does it look like?
If we're going to get inspiration from our outside world, what might have little like dabs and kind of splatters that we would see in our real world?
Oh,
go ahead, yeah.
Like maybe. I don't know.
Maybe something we see in our natural world.
Like
Maybe
art,
a like texture of something that could be stars, right? And we've got eclipses, right? So do all, we're going to do some lines and then we might do some splatters. Okay, what other kind of lines are there in the landscape?
Oh.
Yes.
Grass or something?
How would I do grass? Which direction? Show me. Which direction for grass?
Or sometimes it's leaning, so like a curve maybe.
Curve.
Mount.
I'm going to try some grasses. Are we ready?
Mount.
I'm going to do medium again. Hey, by the way, I have a question for y'all. Does the horizon line, when we're looking, like if we're at St. Paul's, does the line always go straight like this?
No.
What else could it be?
No.
Curvy. I'm going to do a curve. Love that. Okay. I might do some more curves, like hills, right? Look, once again, because we're working wet on wet, we have those soft edges. So cool. But I want some grasses. Grasses are going to be closer to me. Should I go dark?
Darker?
Go darker, maybe? Okay, I like that. I'm going to test over here.
Like farther away.
All right, I want everybody to show me with your hands what direction for grasses. I just want to see. Up, curved. Okay, you ready?
Diagonal then. It goes
curved,
it
up.
spreads horizontally, but it goes vertically.
I like that. So up and down. Looks like cornfields a little bit. I like that. Now, what if I wanted grasses in the distance? Would they be big or smaller?
Smaller and lighter.
Smaller and lighter. Oh, you all are good. I'll tell you what. Okay. Don't worry if things really bleed and get really soft, because that's how the landscape works, right? Look how different these are. Horizontal lines versus diagonals and curves, right?
That looks pretty. Can I pay?
Ooh, I like actually the way that it's dripping. Okay, I'm having an art moment. Artist, I'm gonna do one more and then I'm gonna set you free to explore lines and landscape. Two that are darker, two that are lighter. But in order to have light watercolor, what do I need to do?
More water.
I love this idea, more water. I don't have to start over. I can edit the paint I've already mixed by adding more water.
And then if you need a darker one later, you can put more paint in it.
Exactly. We can go back and forth, right? Look at this. Isn't this nice? It's kind of like a medium, medium dark. Okay. Artists, we've made horizontal lines, we've made curved lines, we've made vertical lines, we've made leaning lines.
We've made
I feel like we're missing a type of line that we see in... Again, you just read my mind. That's fantastic. Oh my gosh, I almost started painting without
water.
Water.
spraying. Okay. I've already forgotten. What kind of line did we just say we haven't used yet? You know what's cool about diagonals? When we look at them, they often look like they go towards a point. Has anybody ever noticed that when you're looking at a street? First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put my horizon line, right? Now this is going to be a much lighter composition. I'm gonna do some diagonals. Now you're gonna notice I'm doing diagonals that look like they're coming together. How would it be a sunset?
If you turn it.
Oh, very cool. I think it looks like a field. For sure.
It looks like a field, honestly.
Now, artists, before we move back to our spaces to work, I'm gonna make sure everybody's with me again, all right? We have two pieces that are a little darker. I'm gonna wait for you both. Are you here? Okay, two that are a little bit darker, two that are quite light. If you do a ton of art, you can make more. But we're not gonna put our names on it. We are gonna take a picture before we go to upload, right? Why am I not so worried about my name on these couple pieces that I'm making? Go ahead.
Because we're going to put them all together.
Yeah.
It would matter.
Many become one. Think about that. Many